Dramatic testimony by former FBI Director James Comey on Capitol Hill. Comey took the stand to answer a number of questions ranging in topics from his firing to the Russia investigation and whether President Donald Trump urged him to end a probe into former U.S. National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. When speaking about his dismissal, Comey told a Senate committee he believes he was fired by President Trump in an effort to affect the Russia investigation.
I know I was fired because of something about the way I was conducting the Russia investigation was in some way putting pressure on him, in some way irritating him, and he decided to fire me because of that. No. I can't go farther than that.
WSLS 10's Allison Wickline spoke with our political analyst, Dr. Ed Lynch, about what this testimony means for Trump's presidency moving forward. She joins us now live in the studio. Allison?
Lindsay, there may have been no major bombshells in day one of Comey's testimony, but Dr. Ed Lynch says the testimony still does two things: slow down progress in Congress and put President Trump on the defense.
Look, James Comey clearly believes that telling his side of the story is very, very important, and he is prepared to do that. Having said that, I doubt very much there are going to be any bombshells.
Stories are swirling around Washington about what former FBI Director James Comey's testimony does and doesn't say about Donald Trump's presidency. In his first day of testimony, Comey confirmed one-on-one meetings and the discussions with the president that made him uncomfortable. But according to Dr. Ed Lynch, no clear proof of wrongdoing.
It certainly was poorly worded, and that's not a surprise coming from Donald Trump. Donald Trump has had numerous difficulties with exactly what he says and what he means, and the two don't always seem to mesh.
Comey's memos made up much of the discussion during Thursday's testimony. But Dr. Lynch says in politics, memos are simply not matter of fact.
It's interesting from a sort of presidential library point of view, but there's nothing definitive in notes that are taken by one of the participants in a meeting for obvious reasons. They can mislead.
Dr. Lynch says no matter what Comey's testimony reveals, the attention and the implication that unfortunate choices were made by America's leader will likely put President Trump in a negative light.
But I think after this week, both sides, and particularly the president's critics, are going to want to take a deep breath and sort of test the waters politically, see where this lands them, and decide what, if anything, they want to do to follow up on it.
Another ripple in already choppy political waters. Dr. Lynch says in his opinion the biggest bombshell from today was the revelation that former Attorney General Loretta Lynch asked him to refer to the Hillary Clinton email issue as a, quote, matter, not an investigation. Allison Wickline, WSLS 10.